Hi, Angela. I have your file in front of me and I figured out what the problem was. You have to remember though, when we get to this point, when we get in that pattern window to click Save a Copy, don't click Done ever on this, okay? Now, these are your four elements that you talked about. I discovered that on your Dove one, there is a clipping mask of the sketch in there. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go in between, and this is your Dove. I'll turn it off and on, okay? At the bottom of the Dove group is a clipping group, which is the image. That's one of the reasons why this is having such a problem. So I need you to go into the Dove group, take that bottom group here, which is the image, and throw it away. So I'm going to just throw that one away. It doesn't affect anything in the Dove, it was just the picture you used to draw it with, okay? Now, I know in my tutorial I grabbed all of them and put them in the texture. You're gonna have to grab one at a time because you have a lot of artwork that is a little bit more complex than mine. So it's taking a long time. So you gotta be patient here. And I'll just show you with the cloud. I'll show you how the whole thing works. So I'm gonna take the V key. Now that I have that clipping Dove group image gone, I'm not going to try it on the Dove though. You can actually select the Dove and hit just on the Dove and hit Command C or Control C to copy it. But I'm going to click on the cloud because it's going to go faster. So I'm going to now hit Command C. I clicked on the cloud, Command C. Okay, now I'm going to go over to here and I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to go way over to the gray area so I don't have to be confused with anything. And I'm going to double click your first pattern, okay, because we're going to add the cloud to it, and I'll show you that it is going to make a difference, but you've got to be patient here. It takes about 15 seconds for everything to show up, even if you move something. Like I just want to move the swatches palette over, and it's taking quite a while. So you're going to have to be patient here, okay? Now, you can see the center area right here where that little blue hexagon is. That's where I'm going to put your cloud inside there. That's where the in-between shapes go, right? So I'm going to hit Command or Control V to paste the cloud. Now wait for it. See, it takes about 15 seconds for it to come in. And we'll do it 2 clouds, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you're going to have to be patient through this. Now, when I hit the V key and I grab that, because I want to move it and scale it down, you're going to have to be, I actually now held it for a few seconds and now I'm able to move it up and above the sun. But I'm going to hold the Shift key when it's done. See, it's taking 15 seconds or so to do its thing. And I'm going to grab a corner, hold the Shift key. See, it's even taking 15 or 10 seconds to just show the cursor. So now I've scaled it down. So there's a smaller cloud. Okay, now wait a second here. Okay, okay, now I can pick it up, and even the pickup point is taking 10 seconds to actually move it. So I've grabbed it a few seconds ago. Now I can move it and put it where I want. Now it's going to take a couple seconds to just finish its editing process. Okay, there's the first cloud. Don't look at the other clouds. It's only inside this hexagon. I'm going to copy that now, Command C. Now I'm going to go Command V or Control V, and I want to paste another cloud over here by the balloon underneath, or underneath the lion, somewhere. And then I'm going to show you, now I'm going to grab it. See, I'm going to grab it. I have now held on to it, and it's going to take a second to move it. Okay, I'm going to move it over here under the lion, and I'm going to leave it there. Now, let's pretend that you've copied a few, the dove, you've copied the star, and you've put a few of them inside this little tiny area here. Okay, now let's not hit done. That'll ruin the first one. So we have to now click Save a Copy. So I'm going to click Save a Copy, and I'm just going to name it Angela 2. Just, I don't know what to do there. So I'm just gonna click OK, and we have to wait for a second now. And then you will see in a couple seconds, it'll show up here in the swatches palette. Okay, it just did. I'm gonna click OK. Now, just gotta be patient. Everything takes 10 seconds in this window. Okay, now let's click cancel. Don't click done. Hit cancel, because we've saved it and it's in the swatches palette. Now I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna hit Command 0 to get everything in the screen again, and I'm gonna go over to here, and I'm gonna show you that I'm gonna make a new rectangle. Now, I'm gonna make a rectangle. Look at the fill. The fill's in the front. I'm gonna click the new one. Here's the new one to the right over here. And I'm gonna make a rectangle with the M key, okay? Now look at how that has your cloud in it, okay? Now, if I click with it selected, if I click the other one, there'll be no cloud. See how there's no cloud in there? Now there's a cloud. That means your in-between shapes are working, but you gotta make sure you never hit done. First hit save a copy, then when it saves the copy in the swatches, hit cancel. And there's your thing. And you don't need a whole bunch of in-between shapes. You only need like 2 stars, 1 dove, which will repeat everywhere. So don't try to paste a million of them in there. Remember, only paste in that little center area. Okay, so copy one at a time from your little guys over here. So copy one at a time over here, but get rid of that clipping mask for the dove. Okay, that should help. Thanks.